Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is okay and everyone is having a great day. I just want to update you guys on my AI course. This week we learned all about the ROSES framework, and ROSES is a clear and structured prompt that we use to get a clear and relevant output in AI. So ROSES is kind of like an acronym, and it stands for role, objective, steps, examples, and styles. And this is what we use to input our data in AI using these specific acronyms and steps in order to get the perfect output, the most relevant output that we need that will help us with work or whatever that we need. So this week was all about, the second week was all about learning the ROSES prompt. And I thought it was great. Like, I love the ROSES prompt. I love following the steps of the ROSES prompt. And I developed which I thought was a great prompt on basically exercise and training. And it's like, I find it's like the perfect prompt for if you need to train a specific body part. It's easy to enter this using this framework. It's easy to use and make a prompt based on what you need, like how tall you are or what medical issues you have, to make a perfect workout. And the group discussion board, they really appreciated that I posted this prompt on a specific exercise, and they really appreciate it, and they said that it helped. So I'm really happy about that. I'm really happy to participate in the discussion and help my classmates. So that went really great. Plus, I noticed that last video I was telling you guys that I didn't know my professor's background, like how he came to taught AI, and I was really curious about that. I wanted to know like what made him teach AI. Like, AI is new to me, and I wanted to know what his background was, where he came to be teaching AI. So I was really interested in that, and I did find out. I find that I skipped a couple of steps when reading, and I missed that. I missed his background, his introduction. So he basically he taught math and programming for many years. So his background is in teaching math and programming. And I guess teaching AI was a natural progression for him. So yeah, Mr. Smarty Pants. And I was like happy to find out his background. I'm like, yay, I finally found out his background and how he came to be teaching AI. So that was great. I also learned that we had a quiz. Like, we were sent a quiz. And I saw the quiz. I was at home on my couch, and I just looked into my coursework. This is online, by the way. The course is online. And I just clicked, and I noticed, oh, we have a quiz and it's available. It's ready to be taken. So I'm like relaxing with this mindset that I'm relaxing at home. Let's go see what the quiz is all about. Let's click on the quiz to see what the quiz is all about. I'm not really sure why I was thinking this way. Who gets to see a test before they take the test? But this was my mindset. Let's take a peek at the quiz and see what the quiz is all about. Remember, mind you, I'm not ready to take the quiz. I just want to see what the quiz is about, so I can be prepared. And this was my mindset. So I went ahead and clicked on the quiz just to see what the quiz is about. I clicked on the quiz, and a timer came up with the quiz saying that if I click off the quiz, I will get 0. The quiz has ended. So guess what? I'm in the position where I have to take the quiz, and I'm not ready to take the quiz because my only thought was, let's go see what this quiz is about. Can we do this in person, in real life? No, we can't do this with a test in real life. So why did I think I could do this with a test online? So that's what happened. I clicked on it, ready to click off. I look at the quiz and I'm like, oh, that's not bad. It's okay. And I'm ready to click off. And I saw the timer that says, okay, your countdown to taking this quiz has started. So I'm stuck with taking this quiz that I'm totally and completely not ready for. So I had to calm myself. I started to panic, and then I'm like, okay, you got yourself in this situation. Now you have to get yourself out. Let's take the quiz. It's not a big deal. Let's take the quiz. And I look at the timer, look at the countdown, and I'm like, the timer is counting down while you're thinking about whether you should or should not take the quiz, when really you have no choice but to take the quiz. So I started to take the quiz, and I said to myself, uh-oh, I'm in trouble if this quiz has another page, but I'm okay. I'm okay if this is the only page for this quiz. I'm okay. But if it has another page, I'm in trouble. So I started to take deep breaths and I started to take the quiz. And I'm checking out the clock. The clock is just counting down and I'm like, okay, you're good. These answers are not bad. Okay. And then I finish the quiz finally in time. And then there was not a second page. So I'm like, yes, thank you, Lord. It's time to go. So I clicked off. I submitted it. And I did well. And I'm happy I did well. And I'm glad that I took the quiz, because I'm not really sure what would have happened if I had clicked out and had to go to the professor. Professor, I kind of clicked in just to take a peek and I wasn't ready for the quiz. So could I have the quiz? Can you send it back to me? Like, how does that work? What in the world was I thinking? I don't know. So that's what I learned for this week. Don't click on a quiz or a test for an online course if you're not ready to take the quiz. And no, you can't take a peek at it before you take it. Okay, that's solved. So yeah, it's been going really well. The discussion board, I find the participation is still low, although in the readings we were told to participate on the discussion board and kind of do like our Rosie's prompt and show everybody how we figured out the Rosie's prompt or how we structured the Rosie's prompt and what we used, the information we used to create the Rosie's prompt to get an output that is specific for us. There was still a very low number of students that participated. So we have like 22 students in the class, and it's like a recurring the 6 people that kind of participating. And I guess a lot of people have jobs and they're just learning, and it's not really for marks, I guess. So they don't really have to participate as much. I guess they don't feel like they need to participate as much. I'm not really sure where they disappeared to. Did they just disappear? I'm not really sure, but I participated because I'm really interested and I was really excited and I'm really interested to learn. So I'm not really sure what these other students are thinking or what they're doing, but the people that participated, I'm really happy about that and I've learned a lot from them. Yeah, that's where I am with my AI course. As I practice my prompts, I realize something, and I'm connecting my good prompts, my prompts bad or good, to basically information literacy skills to kind of AI literacy skills. I see a lot of similarities to the information skills already learned in school way back. Everyone was taught to think critically, check whether information is trustworthy, recognize bias, and use information responsibly. I learned how to evaluate, find, and use information from books, database, websites, and other sources. AI literacy builds on those same skills, but it adds a new layer. Instead of only evaluating information that already exists, I'm also evaluating information that AI creates. AI literacy includes understanding both the benefits and the limitations of AI. This means that recognizing that AI can sometimes generate inaccurate information, often called hallucinations, and that its responses may reflect biases present in the data used to train it. AI is trained on large amounts of human written text, as I mentioned, and that writing can sometimes include unfair or biased ways of thinking that gets reflected in its output. AI literacy also involves understanding privacy risks, such as what happens to the information we share with AI, and knowing that AI lacks human judgment, context, and critical reasoning. To use AI effectively, it's important to use good prompts, which I'm learning, meaning we need to ask clear, specific questions, provide relevant context, and refine our instructions when needed. Like any source of information, AI-generated content should be evaluated and verified before it is accepted as accurate. So rather than replacing information literacy, AI literacy expands it. It helps me to apply the same critical thinking skills in a world where AI is becoming part of how I access and use information, how everyone access and use information. While the tools may be changing, the core skills remain the same. Asking questions, evaluating information, checking facts, and making informed decisions. As AI becomes a bigger part of everyday life, whether at work, school, or home, these skills are more important than ever. AI literacy is about being an informed and responsible user. By combining the information literacy skills we've always relied on with an understanding of AI's strengths and limitations, we can use AI more confidently, responsibly, and effectively. So that's where I'm at and my thinking about AI and the prompts that I use and how it connects, like information literacy connects to AI literacy. So that's where I'm at right now. So in other news, I got an MRI of my upper back because last video I was telling you guys how much I feel like I need to be propped up. I'm in pain and I seem to need support when I lay down, when I sit, etc. So I got an MRI and it's really funny because I called to see when my appointment was and the customer service answered and they told me, wow, like we just had a cancellation. You could come this week and get your MRI done. And I was like, oh, that's great. So she gave me the information. Then I hanged up and then I called her back because I realized she never asked me my name. So I'm like, how does she know my name? So I called back and let her know, oh yeah, do you have my name? Like, can I just appear for an MRI or do you need my name? She goes, don't worry about it. I got your name from your number. And I was like, okay, that's good to hear. So I went to get my MRI and while I was there, about 10 minutes before the appointment, like the front desk came to me and she said, you know what, your MRI is in another location an hour away. And I was like, wow, another location? And she goes, yeah, it's like an hour away. And I'm like, I look at the clock and it's 10 minutes before my appointment. And she goes, well, I guess you're not going to make it, right? And then I looked at her and I go, I guess not. And then she goes, give me a second. And she went and she came back and she goes, oh, the technicians can take you. No problem. But you have to hurry up. You have to be quick. So I filled out my form quickly and I went to get the MRI. The technician came out. They put me in a room while they were busy with someone else with the MRI. So I'm sitting in the room and just waiting for my MRI. And then there's another lady that came in and she goes, I'm so claustrophobic, because I was worried about the MRI because a lot of people have problems with it. They get really claustrophobic. And before my appointment, I was watching videos on YouTube about about the MRI, what to expect. And there was so many comments about people having anxiety, panic attacks, they can't do the MRI, etc., etc. And I can understand, like, I was very scared because I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm not good in close spaces either. So I was very, like, concerned about it. But they were very nice. They were very nice. And I was anxious, but they're used to that. And I went into the room and the room was really nice. Like, the room had a window. It was daytime. The technicians were basically, in a separate part of the room, but they were there. And I was like ready. Like, when I'm ready to go, like, I don't like tasks that are unpleasant. I just want it over with. And if this is going to be unpleasant, let's just get it done, because I need to get it done. It's supposed to help me. I keep thinking this is supposed to be a helpful tool. It's not going to hurt. Nothing is going to happen. Just go and get it done. So I went and I was ready. I was like, yeah. And they're like, okay, let's go. And I laid back and they told me, oh, you're small. This will go fast. And I looked at him and he goes, I'm serious. Smaller people, the MRI goes faster. And I'm like, okay, that's great. And I'm thinking, all I was thinking is like, the smaller I am, the less space I take up. Therefore, I will be less claustrophobic and less likely to get an anxiety attack. So it was very fast. It was about 20 minutes, I think. And it went by really fast. I hardly had time. They put the headphones on me and then the sounds started. And before I know it, it was time to go. But what was really helpful for me was that I watched the YouTube videos, what to expect. And they had all these tips letting you know what you can do. Like, if you feel anxiety, if you feel like you need to take a break, this is what you should do. If you feel anxiety, let them know. Don't worry about it. You're not, if you feel like you're having issues, don't make yourself feel ashamed about it. Don't feel bad about it. But anyways, I did it. And then it was 20 minutes. And then I was like so happy. I'm like, yes, I'm out of here. And they told me, have a great day. Because like they know this is hard for people. So, it's hard. And they're like, have a great day. Enjoy your day. And I was like, thank you. And then I walked out. And there's another lady that came in. And she's like, oh my God, I'm so claustrophobic. And I was just like, oh my goodness, she'll be okay. They're really nice. And the room it doesn't give you a sense of being closed in. And the MRI machine was open at both sides. So that was really great. So I left and it was okay. And then the doctor called me. Finally, they didn't take too long to get back to me at all. And then he told me, oh yeah, there's something showed up on the MRI, but we don't know what it is. And the technicians don't know either. And it was just like, okay, like, am I supposed to be concerned? Am I supposed to be concerned about this? Should I start freaking out or should I not freak out? But at this point, I'm not even freaking out. I'm just thinking, I don't care. Just find a way to get rid of the pain. So they're sending me to a specialist to figure out what is wrong with my back, because he doesn't know what it is. Something showed up, but they're not sure what it is. The technicians aren't sure what it is. This is my upper back, and it's been in pain for a couple of months with nobody really knowing why it's in pain and nothing really helping the pain. So at this point, I'm just like, oh, just like somebody could just figure it out so I could like get past this season in my life and be pain free. That's all I care about. So right now I'm just waiting for the specialist to get back to me so they could tell me what's wrong and what I need to do, because I don't know what's wrong. He doesn't know what's wrong. The technicians doesn't know what's wrong. All I know is that yes, I do feel pain and I have no clue why I feel pain. So it'll be nice if somebody tells me what is the pain and what I can do about it. So that was it about the back, and I'm happy. Like, I won't say I'm happy, but I was confused about why I'm feeling the pain, and the doctors were not helpful in letting me know what the issue is. Like, they tried, but I don't think they really know what was going on, and so I wasn't getting the proper treatment for it. So now I just hope that it can be figured out, and I hope it's nothing bad, bad, and I hope it's solvable, basically. I don't want it to be anything that is not solvable, because I hate when we have problems and there's no answers and it doesn't seem to be solvable. My brain doesn't work like that. My brain needs to fix things and solve things, and I just always think there's a solution to everything. This is always my thoughts and my mind. So when there's something that comes up and it doesn't seem like there's an answer or a solution, I get very confused, because I just don't think life should be this way. But I guess sometimes life is this way, and I just gotta deal with this. So yeah, but now we're getting to the point where hopefully an answer and a solution will be found for this problem. So that's where I'm at with the back, I guess. And I'm not worried about it, I guess, because at this point, I just want a solution and I want it to be fixed. And that's my focus, really. So yeah, that's what's happening with my back. And we'll see how it goes.